Hi guys, welcome to another wonderful edition of Ladies Corner International. Today we have another interesting topic to talk about. Today I want us to chat about why will a man love you but is afraid to ask your hand in marriage. What are some of the reasons that make men to love a lady very well but they are afraid to get married to you, to ask your hand in marriage? Before a man who asks your hand in marriage, there's always a judgment going on his mind, on his subconscious and conscious mind. Most of them, before they approach a lady, especially when it comes to this aspect of marriage, they will try to compare maybe 2 or 3 things. Example, they must have come across a lady, or maybe they will compare a lady that they have had close contact with, or another lady that he is well informed about. There are so many things that they will consider when it comes to them wants to get married, when it comes to them wants to ask your hand in marriage. So we should take note. You just don't think that a man will just sit and just come to you and say, I want to marry you. Before the man wants to utter that words that he wants you to be his wife, there is a judgment that he has made within himself. There is a consideration that he has made within himself, in his mind. There is a comparison that he has made between maybe either you or another lady. Then he will see how maybe you are the one that he wants to marry, and then he will now come to you and propose to you. He does not just sit and want to propose to a lady like that. He makes some comparison, he makes some judgment within himself with another lady. I know it is often said that another man's meal is another man's poison. Yes, this statement might be true, because for example, what a man may like in you cannot, what another man may like in you about, or what another man might like about a lady might not be the same thing that another man might like about a lady. Maybe what this man loves about a lady that he wants to get married to is another man's poison. That is what another man does not love about a lady. But one thing I want us to note, generally, all men love respect. All men love to get married to a lady that will give them that respect that they deserve. So many of us. So how can we, not like I cannot put it that how can we cajole a man to get married to you? No, you don't have to do that. How can you compact yourself and you know that you are ripe for marriage? As a young lady that is aspiring to get married, learn to respect every man that you come across with. Learn to respect man, because without man, a woman could have not existed. We came from men. So learn to give a man, any man that you come across with, learn to give them this position of leadership, this position that they are the head. Because most of us ladies, we just treat men anyhow. You don't know if a guy is coming closer to you because he wants to know you better and maybe spend his life, the rest of his life with you. But the way you treat him with disrespect. You treat him with disregard. Maybe because you are too fat, you are too big, you are too healthy, or you have money, or you are too educated, and so on. So every man who wants that place called man in the life of a woman. There is no man who wants to be called a woman just because of the way a woman is treating him. So give them this place that they deserve. Always be conscious that you are a woman. You are not a man. When speaking to a man, learn how to comport yourself. Some of us ladies, we are so proud. You are speaking to a man. You are proud in a way that just in your speech, the way you speak, this man can be discouraged when it comes to marriage. Maybe he wants to get married to you, he likes you, he loves you, but the way you speak, your manner of speaking, your manner of proud when you are speaking, it might make him to be afraid to get married to you. That this one is the one that I will get married to, and is going to come, is going to control me, control my family, control everything. There is a way you can control a man, but don't make it in a way that he will lose his position as a man. You can control a man through your respect, through the way you respect him. He will not want to listen to anybody. He will not want to listen to whatever anybody will say. Just the way you put him first, the way you respect him, you can control him by that. Some people go extra miles by putting some traditional helps like native doctor stuff. You think you want to control a man, that one will expire out one day. You can control a man naturally, the way you give his position to him, the way you respect him, the way you honor him, the way you cherish him. You can control him by your action. Ladies, if you want to attract a man for marriage, don't show up for nothing. Some of us ladies, you just meet a guy, you are talking, you are telling him fake information about yourself, which you know they are not true, just because you want to show off. Don't show off for nothing. Some of us ladies, even we show off by our dresses. You meet a man, maybe this man had an intention of asking your hand in marriage, but anytime you sit with him to talk, you tell him how this your Rick's watch, how you will tell him how this your watch is very expensive. You will tell him only the earrings you are wearing is very expensive. There is nothing you can tell him except the way you are, except your expensive nature of life. Not every man will love that. Yeah, the truth is that you can be very hardworking and you are able to achieve these things for yourself, but most men will not believe you. Most of them will think you have a sugar daddy somewhere that is supporting you to achieve everything that you are achieving, no matter how you are hardworking to give this thing to yourself. Some of us ladies, even you are still single, you dress so expensive. Some men might become afraid. They might become afraid that you are not even yet married, the way you dress expensive. It means when you come to the house, he will not be able to save anything. You will not be able to contribute and build the family up. You will just be there to spend everything that he has, and might be the level that he was, you will bring him down to a lesser level. So some of them would think all this thing, like we said before, that before a man will want to approach your hand in marriage, he will think so many things will be going on his mind, on his subconscious and conscious mind. He will thought of his financial life, how it's going to be when he get married to you. He will think of how you are going to respect him in home and in public. He will think of how you are going to treat his family. He will think of so many things before coming to you to ask your hand in marriage. He will consider so many things. So don't just think that a man will just sit and because you are so beautiful, physically beautiful, and the man will just come and say he wants to get married to you. Most of those men that do that, they are Yahoo boys. They are not sincere. They are not sincere to spend the rest of their life with you. Maybe they just wanted to achieve something from you, especially when you have already make it in life as a lady. When I was still very, 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 very small, very, very young, I cried for a sister who was so close to a guy. And that guy did not have any intention of getting married to her. But this sister was so close to this guy. This guy was seeing this sister as a sister in Christ. But this sister was seeing him as a husband to be. He was assuming that the way they are close, this guy is going to ask her hand in marriage. And when she waited, this guy is not asking her hand in marriage. She went herself and asked this guy hand in marriage. And asked the guy if the guy will not marry her. And when this guy refused, she was not herself. She has to end her life. Let's stop assuming. Let's stop that. Be happy for who you are. Love yourself more than the way you admire another person out there. So many men out there, they might take care of you. They might love you as a sister, as a friend, but not as a wife. Not like when they get married to another lady, they don't love you. They love you, but you have your own position in their life. So let's stop assuming. I think for this little briefing about why some men will love you and they will not want to ask your hand in marriage, I think when we just consider these little points and try to adjust our ways, we'll be happy forever. Thank you so much for today, Ladies Corner. Stay tuned in Ladies Corner International. And we want to thank everyone that has supported us in one or two ways.